So before I go into the other three states of matter that I showed at the beginning of the video, I wanted to talk about the fourth state of matter, which I will not be going into further depth other than this little piece here that I'm putting before I start the lesson, and that's plasma. Now, plasma, and here's the definition for plasma. Plasma is often called the fourth state of matter, along with solid, liquid, and gas. Just as liquid will boil, changing into a gas when energy is added, heating a gas will form a plasma, a soup of positively charged particles, ions, and negatively charged particles, electrons. Okay, so the reason why I'm not going to go further into plasma is I feel that the vocabulary for this particular video is a bit much. Okay, I'm more focusing on language development as well as integrated instruction. So the reason why I'm not going to explain any more about plasma is the terms. We've got ions, we've got electrons, positively charged particles, negatively charged particles, things like that. And I feel it's a little bit much, and that's the only reason why. However, again, if you want to see me go into more depth about plasma as well as the other states of matter, just send me a message and we can make an arrangement, okay? But before I discussed the other three, I just wanted to give you a definition of what plasma is and give you a visual as well, a live visual here, so you can see what plasma looks like, okay? So that will be the extent of me discussing about plasma, which is the fourth state of matter. And again, if you want to learn more about it or you have any other questions, again, just please send me a message and we can make an arrangement. Let's go ahead and continue on with the rest of the video now. Hello again, everyone. Today's video is going to be on states of matter. And as you can see here, I've got the three different states of matter that I'm going to be going over more specifically. Before I do that, though, I want to give an explanation of what each state of matter is. And I'll provide some pictures with you as well. But before we do that, I want to show you what the bonus activity will look like here. So if you are already familiar with the states of matter and you want to work ahead, you can. So here's the worksheet, or the activity, the bonus activity, I should say. And as you can see, it's got the three different states of matter that I'm going to go over and the activities that you're going to be asked to do on it. So again, if you're interested in doing it ahead of time, you can go ahead and pause the video, take a screenshot, and you can go ahead and do it. Or you can write it out too as well. Okay? So I just wanted to show this to you before I talk about each specific state of matter here. So there's three of them. There's solids, liquids, and gases. And I'm going to go over each one and talk about what the characteristics are for each state of matter. So let's go ahead and talk about those now. Solids. So here's the characteristics for solids in states of matter. So basically, solids are particles held closely together. Attractive forces are very strong between particles, and particles vibrate. Okay, so I've got a photo here of some wooden logs to represent what the solid state of matter is here. And it pretty much fits all the characteristics I just read. Okay, it's a solid, so their particles held closely together. Attractive forces are very strong between the particles because it's solid, and they vibrate. Vibrate would be they could shake if you move them. Okay, so this is the first example I'm giving for the characteristics for the solids in states of matter. Let's go ahead and look at the next one now. The next one is liquids. And as you can see here, I've got a coffee cup with some coffee inside representing the liquids. So the characteristics for liquids are particles not held as strongly together as in solids, attractive forces not as strong as in solids, and particles are moving but much more slowly than in gases. So basically, the liquid in the coffee cup, the coffee, fits the description for the characteristics for liquids in states of matter. Okay, their particles not as held as strongly together as in solids, because you can pour it in and out of the cup. It's very loose. Attractive forces are not as strong as solids, obviously, because you can drop something into it and it'll go through. Well, not go through, but it'll drop inside. And the particles are moving, but much more slowly than in gases. So if you're wondering, what does this mean? Particles are moving, but much more slowly than in gases. I've got the next state of matter to help you explain that. So let's go ahead and take a look at that one now. Gases. So the characteristics for gases here are particles are far apart, attractive forces between particles are weak, and particles move quickly. So this is a rocket. Believe it or not, it's a rocket ship. It's not a dart or an arrow or anything. It's a rocket. And here are the gases being released from the rocket here. And these gases here that I'm showing you fits the characteristics for states of matter of gases. Particles are far apart. Attractive forces between particles are weak. Particles move quickly. So basically, if these were on the ground, you could walk through it, basically. You could walk through it. It's not solid at all, and it probably wouldn't do much to interfere with you, depending on how thick the gases are. It wouldn't really do anything. It wouldn't injure you or hurt you. It wouldn't burn you like a coffee could because it's hot, or if a log hit you or something, that would injure you. These gases physically, there's no impact on it. Okay? So I was just showing you these just as a refresher for the bonus activity that I have for you. And again, these are just demonstration lessons on this particular subject. Okay, this is more of kind of like reinforcement of the states of matter. This isn't really it's all it is. If you want an introduction to this more, or you want me to see a video on me getting more specific on each of these, just leave me a message and we can make an arrangement. So let's go ahead and look at the bonus activity now. So now, after explaining what the states of matter are, here's the bonus activity. And here on the top, it's got the first question, and it says, draw the particles of the three states of matter in boxes on the left below. So here you've got a box for solids, a box for liquids, and a box for gases here. So they want you to draw the three states of matter in the boxes in the bottom left. It's just to draw the particles, but I showed you some pictures, so I'm okay if you choose to do just a photo of something physical that makes up a state of matter. Okay, so but please do not use the logs for the solids and the coffee for liquids, and then the rocket ship for gases. You find your own examples and just go ahead and draw them in there. Okay, and I've left basically the description that I talked about here next to it, so you can reread it, or if you want to go back and listen to what I said, you can go ahead and do that as well. Okay, so the characteristics for solids is here, liquids, and gases. And here in the box, you can go ahead and draw the three states of matter. So that's question number one. Here's question number two, which is one of the reasons why I chose this one. It's because of this question here. So it says, write definitions with correct sentence structure. Now that means write it in a complete sentence. And you've heard me talk about complete sentences quite a bit. I made a video about it, and I've always talked about it all the time in my videos, especially when it involves writing a complete sentence. So when you write the definition, make sure you write it with correct sentence structure. Write it in a complete sentence. Don't forget the capital at the beginning. Don't forget the period at the end. And get the spelling right, because I've left you pretty much the meanings here for you. You need to structure it into a sentence yourself. So, and copying this word for word, each characteristic for a solid, liquid, and a gas, isn't really a definition. Use your own words, okay? Try to use your own words to explain what the meaning is, okay? So again, write the definitions with correct sentence structure for each of the following terms. And we've got solids, gas, melting, freezing, or solidification. Okay, so you go ahead and you write the meanings for each of these characteristics here and the definitions, and in a complete sentence. Okay, and again, this is just a reinforcement activity on states of matter. It's just something to provide for as additional practice. Okay, but if you want to see me do something more specific or go more in depth on one of these, again, leave me a message and we can make an arrangement. Okay, and other than that, that'll do it for this video. I just wanted to have a quick video on what the states of matter are, show you some pictures, and have you hear somebody read off to you what each of the characteristics of states of matter are. I think that's really important, considering a lot of times, especially if you're a second language learner, you don't get that opportunity to maybe hear it as much as you should. There maybe some of these words aren't commonly used, high frequency words as I call them. So I just wanted to kind of make a video where you can hear the terms as I read them and have some visuals to help you out with that. Okay, and if there's something more specific you want to see, let me know and we can make an arrangement. Okay, so as always, I appreciate you spending part of your day with me here, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Thank you once again for joining in today's lesson. Please message me through Facebook Messenger, or you can email me at jollyformore@gmail.com to learn more about my online tutorial service. Please leave a comment down below. If you know someone interested in hiring an online tutor, share this video. And if you would like to get a bell notification for all my newest videos, please subscribe to my channel. I look forward to seeing you again in my next video. And until then, please be safe out there. Have a great day.